Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my RP life. Follow me on Twitter. Join me on Facebook. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because this platform was created for you, the blind and visually impaired community, so that you can share your stories and what you go through. I am your host, Juan. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my RP Life podcast. Today we're going to talk about having a heart attack and my heart and what are the effects of it and stuff like that, and what were the signs of it also. But before we really get started, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, and join my Facebook group, My RP Life Family and Friends. It's ran by my beautiful Debbie, my co-host of My RP Life, and she's also the admin. Love you, baby. We also have her here, and we're just gonna have a conversation about my heart and the stuff that I've been going through, because I know most of you guys, don't know on Anchor or on my Clubhouse, because I haven't done Clubhouse yet talking about it. Oh yeah, you can also join my RP Life on Clubhouse also. So welcome my beautiful guest, my co-host, my beautiful Bebe.
Thank you, everyone. And like Juan said, welcome back.
All right. Let me pick up the volume a little bit on this so your voice can come out a lot more louder. Well, the signs of, this is only my signs of everything. I don't know.
A little disclosure. We are not medical experts of any way, shape, or form. We're only talking from personal experience.
Right. So I'm not a doctor. She's not, my Debbie's not a doctor. So,
But I could play one on TV if given the correct opportunity. I'm just saying.
Right. And I'll be your patient, girl.
All right, so let's get down to this.
All right, hold on. Let me pick the volume up a little bit more, even though I got it as high as I can get it. All right, so the sign. You okay over there?
Yep.
You always got those. You thinking dirty, girl. Come on, we try to be professional. I can't edit the middle part out.
That's fine. That's something that needs to be kept for history.
Whatever. That's fine. Don't y'all be laughing. It's not that funny. Okay. So for me, my signs of before finding out I had a heart attack was I was getting pressures on my neck. Like I felt like I was getting strangled. Have you ever owed somebody like $5 and they need their $5? Y'all probably never experienced that if y'all never lived in the hood. But but yeah. Or you ever get into a fight and someone will grab you by the neck and choke you, and you feel that pressure on both sides of your neck? That's signs of a heart attack. Do you ever get cold sweats? Well, that's signs of a heart attack. But I was getting these cold sweats, and it was hot, like hot. And I was like, Okay, so maybe I'm getting these cold sweats because it's hot. And they're playing music out my window. I do not own the rights to that music you hear in the background. Okay, just letting everybody know, and YouTube know, and Anchor. Anyways, this is gonna be a long audio and a long podcast because right now I'm winging it. Baby, I need your help, girl.
Okay, so how long ago was it when you had your heart attack?
Hold up. Well, 3 years now.
Almost 3 years?
Yep.
Okay, so now that you know the warning signs of a heart attack, and by the way, for everyone, these symptoms and signs are different. They do affect women and men differently.
Right.
I know that some women have said that they are given to hot flashes, nausea, discomfort in their pain, discomfort in their legs, especially, and also, more importantly, pain in your back that will not go away.
And that's for women?
Yes.
Oh, I ain't know the pain in the back part.
Yep. So there's also, you don't always get that pain in your left arm right away.
Yeah.
That they like to tell you on TV that's happening. Mm-hmm. And some people have it in their sleep and they never know, because you didn't know that you had a heart attack, right?
Yep. Okay, so now that you helping me out over here, you just brought up some stuff that I remember. Okay, so like I said, with the feeling like I was getting choked because I owed somebody $5. There's also the pain you was talking about on the left side. Mm-hmm. I was getting that. I was getting chest discomfort. I was getting pressure on the chest where it felt like every time I breathe, my lungs was suffocating my heart and stuff. But I wasn't getting shortness of breath yet and stuff like that. I was still having control of my breathing. But I wasn't nervous or anything like that. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, this doesn't make no sense to me. But, yeah, and what else? I also get like my I think it was my right leg. Yeah, my right leg was getting swollen also, and I heard that has to do with somewhere with the blood vessels, like your main arteries, or like your main arteries somewhere might be clogged and stuff. So if you're a smoker like me and used to be overweight, because I used to be like 400 pounds, all that messes with your arteries. So smoking clogs up your arteries. Then they have to put stents in there if they're able to, because if it's what do you say, like if it's too clogged, then they're gonna probably have to operate on you. But if it's not that clogged, or if it's still kind of like where they can put in a stent in there, then you should be okay. But that's another reason why I had swollen feet, because of that.
So when did you become aware that you had a heart attack?
In the 3 years ago, when I did the EKG, I did the ultrasound where they like look at your heart, like the way they would look at babies when they're in the mama belly. They did that. Then they put me on this bed that has these two like round things that go over my chest, and they started taking pictures, and I couldn't move. I had to stay calm and breathe normal. If I was to cough, then they would have to start it all over again, taking more pictures. And I couldn't go to sleep because they said if you go to sleep, then they're gonna have to wake me up. So I ended up falling out. And what you heard was, and the guy was like, "Juan, you gotta get up." I was like, hurry up, man, take these pictures already. And then after that, before that actually, they had to put a what's that called? It's like they had to put a needle in my arm, but with some type of bottle of a liquid.
Oh, with the dye so they could do contrast.
Right. So they did that. I guess that's to see for your circulation and all of that too. So after they did that, then they had me go to this other room on a treadmill, and he started me off walking. Now this is about 5 minutes. So he started me off walking for about a minute, then started me off speed walking for about a minute, then he started me off running. So now remind you, I'm like, at that time I think I was like 240. I might have been like 240 pounds or 250. But anyways, so I got this thing covering my Versace and stuff, and I'm on the treadmill, I'm doing good and all of that stuff, and all of a sudden he speeds it up. Now I'm going to a quick jog, then he speeds it up more. I'm going to a excuse my language, I'm going to a run, and now I'm running and I'm running and I'm running and I'm running, and then all of a sudden I hear a little girl say, "Run, Forrest, run." And I was like, "You damn Skippy girl." So I'm holding on to the railing on the top, because the guy was like, "You best to hold on to the railing." I said, So then all of a sudden, baby, you wouldn't believe this shiznit, the machine started elevating. I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, it elevated up. So now I'm already like 3 minutes in, right? And I'm going right? Right? And then he's like, "Juan, you want me to stop?" I was like, right?
Is that yes or no?
I was like, so I'm holding on to dear life, baby, because if I let go, I'm going through the other wall behind me and shit. But yeah, so my heart was pumping right out of my chest. That shit was like ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. So then he was like, "Juan, I'm gonna stop it." I'm like, yeah. And he slowed it down and stopped it. I was like, "Dude, you could have told me we were gonna go uphill, you know?" But anyways, but my heart was pumping so quick after that. He was like, "Juan, lay down." I was like, "Lay down? I can't even get up on the bed to be laying down." So I had my hands on top of my head so I can control my breathing and stuff, because remind you, I'm a smoker. So, but he said to me, "Juan, you know, even though you're a smoker, you did real good though." You know, I said, "That's because I don't inhale."
Famous words, last words of everyone.
Right? I told him I don't inhale and stuff. But yeah, so I had like, and then now for recent, if you check out my last video, I explain it also of the stuff that I have to do and things like that. But I'm also trying to get a, what's that called again? Like a nurse's aid or something to help me go to appointments. What?
A homemade.
A homemade to help me get to my appointments and stuff like that. So far I haven't heard back from them. This is why I haven't went, because for those of you who don't know, like my mama, she's 40, you hear me? She's 74 years old, and I've noticed that she's having signs of like dementia and stuff. So I got a story to tell y'all, but I'll tell y'all that in a minute. Some of you might laugh, some of you be like, "Oh, Juan." But yeah, you got any questions for me, baby?
So now that you've had this heart attack,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the signs of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you worry if you start seeing any signs of it happening again?
Oh, I've seen the signs of it again, you know, like a few days ago where my chest was acting up and stuff like that. But not my chest, my heart. Where, for example, a normal heartbeat for some people might be boom, 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 boom. Well, for me, it was more like it'll go boom, 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 stop, 1 second, boom, 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 stop, another second, boom, boom, like that. Or it'll be a normal heartbeat, but then maybe like 10 seconds in, it'll skip one beat for 1 second, you know, or for like a 5.2 millimeter second. But yeah, so
Now, for those people who are listening who don't know, what damage did the heart attack do to your heart?
the whole entire front of my heart has all scar tissue from the top to the bottom and to the sides, because for some of you who might not know, the human heart has 4 chambers. So the front part of that heart doesn't beat no more, it's completely dead and stuff like that. But I got 3 chambers left, so so far I'm doing okay. I'm not doing great. I'm just trying my best to do what I gotta do before, God forbid, it's too late. Even though I don't want to say that, but it is what it is.
So are you making sure that you heed the warning signs, you know? Like,
Yeah, I take it easy. Like when I first caught it the first time, I was calm. So in the back of my mind, I'm saying, well, if this happens again, even though I'm taking my medications for blood pressure and everything else, I still gotta put in my mind, just breathe, be calm, don't get nervous, don't get scared. You know, do some of the same things you was doing before when you didn't even know you was having a heart attack, like standing up. You know, if the blood pressure feels too low, stand up, you know, if you can. If you can't, then don't even bother. And if it gets really bad, then call 911. But if you feel like you having it somewhat near to under control, then just try your best to relax, you know?
and get your doctor as soon as possible.
Yep, dial 911. Because just because I went through this doesn't mean that your symptoms or all these other conditions with your heart's gonna be the same way. Because some people are lucky, some people are not as lucky, you know? Because you can have a serious heart attack where you like the old man on Sanford and Son. I'm coming home, Elizabeth. I'm coming home.
Now, they say heart disease is genetic. Is there any history of it in your family?
And then I also heard that people with type 2 diabetes can also get it, especially if they're like seriously overweight and stuff and have type 2, because that's what messes with the arteries. Like for example, I was 400 pounds, so that's a lot of cloggedness, whether it be through the main artery that's sitting, because you have that artery that's underneath or behind the heart that runs throughout the body. So there's that artery there, that's the main one. And if you got that seriously clogged, then you're gonna have to get a stent put in, or they're gonna have to really do some type of operation on you.
Bypass.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I have to be really careful because I am a type 2 diabetic, and I do have a family history of heart problems on not just one side, but both sides of my family.
Right. Because my mom does have a what's that called again?
Your mom has a heart murmur, doesn't she?
A heart murmur, yeah, where one of the heart valves don't close or open all the way, I think it is. Yeah, she has that type of heart condition. She takes blood pressure medications and stuff. So even before I found out about my stuff, I used to make sure that she was always taking her medications. And now where she's at mentally, I have to constantly remind her, you know. I told her, you keep it up, I'll just dip all your medications in chocolate. You know?
Well, that's one way to get rid of it.
And stuff, because sometimes she's acts like she does when I know she don't. You know, she thinking because I'm messed up in the eyes, I ain't know what's going on. Okay, hold on. For those who are listening to this broadcast, there's the ice cream truck playing in the background. I have no rights to it. It's not my fault. YouTube or Anchor Majigga. Okay.
Is that just a regular ice cream truck? Is that the Good Humor Man? Is that like Mr. Soft?
I ain't taking no chances when it comes to music. So I'm just letting them know that I don't own that music. I might have to play music. Oh, you know what? I'll be playing music anyway in the background. So if y'all hearing music right now, enjoy.
I don't have Mr. Soft yet. Here, go get me a shake, thanks.
Go get your what?
A shake.
A shake? Yeah. Okay, baby. But yeah, so those are some of the things or the symptoms that I had before and after with my heart attack and stuff.
I think the real important thing is to stress to everyone that you have to listen to your body. No one knows your body like you do. You have to, you know when there's something that just doesn't feel right.
Right.
Whether it's muscle cramps that you haven't had before, and you drink a lot of water, and because they say that that's a cause of cramping because you don't drink a lot of water. A discomfort in your chest, a discomfort in your neck, your arms, whatever it is. You just have to listen to your body and seek a medical professional.
Right, and then plus too, what you was just talking about cramps. That might also have to be with poor circulation when it comes to like any clogged arteries and stuff.
Right.
And go like, I know some people say don't Google stuff, because you're gonna get the wrong information. But it matters where you're looking. You know what I mean? If you're going and you see something on a website, but it's a professional doctor's website or something like that, then
don't go to Joe Schmo blog down the street.
Yeah, right.
He may not know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
But there are credible medical websites out there, and any credible website will tell you to seek help with a professional.
Right, and then if you're gonna check stuff up on YouTube, there are doctors that have their own YouTube channels. I'm not gonna mention their names because they don't know me and I don't know them, and but I do watch a lot of YouTube videos when it comes to professional doctors. I'm not listening to some guy who just started a YouTube channel neither. I'm listening to professionals, people who are certified and doctorized and all of that stuff.
And what's really important too is that because I do some advocacy work with diabetes patients. You can't just ignore your health because you don't have insurance.
Right.
There's always somewhere that will help you out, be it if it's a clinic that works on a sliding scale type of thing that's based on the income or a payment method.
Right.
And just so everyone knows, a hospital cannot turn you away if you do not have insurance.
Yep, especially if you're going directly to the emergency room.
Yeah, they cannot deny you medical treatment if you are not covered. And unfortunately, a lot of people, don't know that or are scared that they're going to get hit with a big bill.
Oh, yeah, some of
Better
them.
to get hit with a bill later on.
Right,
Save your life now.
right, yep, that's true. Because
And they'll always take some sort of payment. So.
yeah, because I remember when I was in Connecticut, when I was like 400, the scale was like, get your ass off of me. But right, so I had to go to the hospital to get what's that called? I had like this infection on the side of my face where it got really infected and stuff, and they had to pop it out and whatever. But I didn't have no insurance. I was working, I was a security guard, but my company didn't have like medical stuff, you know? So they sent me a bill for like 800. I was like, yeah, you get it when I get it. Right now I got bills. But they do they'll hit you with a bill, you know, especially if you ain't got no insurance. But still, if you got SSI or SSDI here in the US, you know, they even help you get medical insurance. They'll start sending stuff to your house, you know. Because I know when I first got my Social Security disability, I was getting letters like crazy from different types of insurances and stuff like that they recommended. I don't know how it is in your state, but this is what I went through in New York.
Well, there's always resources out there if you just have to.
Yeah, you just gotta
do the work and.
Yeah.
If you go into a hospital, I'm sure all hospitals are equipped with social workers. Mm-hmm. And they will help you set up a medical plan, medical insurance.
Right. That's true. And even if you take EBT, because when I first applied for EBT, when I used to be able to see, they also asked me, well, do you have Medicaid? I think it was Medicare. No, I think it was Medicaid. And I was like, no. So it was like, so which one of these you want? You got Affinity, you got this, you got that. I was like, well, give me Affinity. And at that time I had Affinity for like, since 2014, I think. Oh, yeah, around 2014. Then I switched over because I guess that insurance got bought out by another insurance or whatever. And stuff like that.
So anything else you would like to talk about?
Don't ignore the signs. You heard, peoples? Do I have anything else to talk about? Oh yeah, the story, because remember I told you my mom is losing her memory.
Yes.
So, all right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is what happened to me and my mama. Me and my mama, we went walking to the post office. Now, we go to the post office every time we need to mail out a bill. So I tell her, Ma, let's go this way and go up the block. It's more like an L shape. So you go up like 2 blocks, then you make a right, go straight down through the projects. Or we can turn left, but we couldn't because there's construction work there. And we couldn't go straight after we got to the next block over because they had a gate there. So we had to backtrack on the other side and go around. So after we did that, went around and then went straight down towards the post office and mailed out the bill at the post office. I know some of you might say, well, don't you got a mailbox on the corner of your block? Yeah, we do, but they don't pick that up every week, all right? Because they wait until it fills up. So don't jump ahead of me in this story. All right. So, yeah, I hear you talking over there, whoever you is. Anyways, so on the way back, I memorized everything going, you know, and she did everything coming back except she didn't turn right before. She didn't turn right and then she didn't go straight. So I already knew she messed up. So come to find out, she went left on that one we were supposed to turn right. And I know why she went left, because that's the same block we take coming from Seatown. you know, the grocery store. And so I said, okay, so she turned left, and we're going straight up the block. So I told myself, okay, so C-Town should be behind us. So we're walking. And for those of you who don't know, I got one of those things on the crosswalk where it beeps for people who can't see or are visually impaired. So I noticed, I started hearing it, doo, 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 doo. And I'm like, okay, so we're about to turn right now. So we turn right, and she keeps going. And I'm like, hold on, we were supposed to turn another right, and we'd have been at, you know, my building where I live at. Nope, she kept going straight. We crossed the street, I didn't know, and then we crossed the other street on the other side. And when I finally noticed it, I heard the air conditioner from the corner store. And then by the time I had decided to tell her something, we were already in Coffee Park, where Bobby Smurf live at. We were over there and stuff. So yeah, where Bobby Smurf live at. And then yeah, that's for those of you who don't know, Bobby Smurf is, he's a chipmunk.
Stay on track.
Okay, my bad. So then I'm like, hold on, ma. She's like, oh, I'm tired. Let's go across to the park. I said, yeah, well, if you was that tired, then we could have been in front of our building sitting down, because there's benches over there. And she's looking around like she's confused or some shit. Excuse my French. So she's confused or whatever. So she left me by myself because I got on the phone to call my baby, Debbie. Hey, baby. Right? So I went to call my baby, and my baby, she was sleeping. Anyways, so I.
All my business.
You was knocked out, baby. You was sleeping. So then I take my cane and I go around in a circle because I'm calling my mama. I'm like, Ma, where you at? No answer. So I take my cane, I go around in a circle because I say, Lord have mercy. I hope she ain't passed out and knocked out on the floor or something. So, So I go and I'm tapping my cane around and sliding around and stuff. So then, I heard somebody go say, sir, do you need help? I was like, yeah. Do you see a lady? And he was like, no. I was like, I'm with my mom, man. And he was like, you need help? I was like, yeah, I'm lost. Okay, where I'm at? He's like, well, you're standing across the street from Coffee Park. I mean, you're standing at Coffee Park. I said, okay, so this way is the path to go towards the clinic, right? He's like, yeah. I said, so that's the park and that's the park over there. He's like, yeah. I was like, so if I turn this way, there's a path going through the project because this is all the project across the street, right? He's like, yeah. I said, over there where I hear construction going on, is that where the old parking lot used to be? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right. So if I go straight, that means that's Columbia Street, right? So I gotta go through the path. He's like, yeah. And he was like, I was like, so how many times you not gonna say yeah? Right? So, no, I didn't tell him that. But so then I yelled at my mom. I'm like, Mama. And she was like, what? I was like, oh shit. She was right there next to me, scared the shiznit out of me. Sorry for cursing. Sometimes my French comes out. But anyways, yeah, so the guy was like, okay, so you gotta cross the street here, walk through the path, go up the block until you reach the next street, and that's Columbia. I was like, all right, and I'm over here giving out my location, but that's fine, I live in the hood, right? So I hear the beep, 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 beep once I get to the crosswalk thing. I'm like, Ma, okay, we're in front. All we gotta do is cross the street and then make that left. So we went through and got home. Long story short. My bad for it being a long story. But yeah. And that's what happened. You know, so now with that being said about my mama, she tries her best even though she loses her memory and it is frustrating, and there's times where I do get upset and mad, but it's not like at her and stuff.
Oh no, it's not. I think everyone knows it's not at her. It's just very frustrating at the situation that you're in.
Right.
And what I know that from being in a relationship with you, where your heart is and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you get frustrated because, especially with the vision loss.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't have vision loss, yes, treating somebody, caring for somebody that possibly has dementia is rough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's even rougher when you can't really be there and to pay, how do I want to put this? It's hard without sight, because if you have sight, you can tell
Right.
if she's walked away and she left the stove on.
Right. And
But you don't know that until you go over there and feel the heat from the stove.
Right.
And hopefully she hasn't left a rag somewhere close to the stove.
And I'm always constantly checking that, baby. Like I told you.
And just let me throw this out there really quick before anyone starts leaving any comments or anything. Juan already is in the process of getting a home health attendant for him and his mother. We're just waiting on callbacks for insurance companies, because I can see the comments coming in. Anyway,
Yeah, no, I know, because sometimes we do have trolls. But that's okay, though, if we got trolls, because I always delete those comments before anybody really sees them on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, like my baby said, I'm doing a lot of stuff being totally blind. I'm getting my own help. I'm getting help from my mama. And all of this takes time, and it's a process. Like I said, with her dementia and all of this stuff going on with her, she does forget leaving the stove on even after she's done cooking a meal. She might move the pot to a part of the stove that's off, but she ends up leaving the stove on where she was just cooking at. Excuse me. Where she was just cooking at. And there's times where I already caught her 3 times. And if I wasn't going to the kitchen to go do something, I wouldn't find out until like hours later. So that's the thing that's behind my mind, where I'm constantly paying attention without being able to see,
And you're doing it great, Jeff.
Thank you, Baba. And I'm doing these things being totally blind. So I'm not only taking care of myself and trying to do what I gotta do, I'm also trying my best to take care of her and be considerate of her well-being, because she don't have no other sons. She doesn't have any other daughters. I'm her only son. My father's never been around. He's dead already. He died. So like my other family members, if I was to maybe ask for help, it might be a little difficult for them, not because they don't want to, it's because they live far away and they're in a different state, But I know if I needed help, I know people from the family would help me, but we're all spread out now, so that's a totally different story. All right. Well, I guess that's it. You got anything else, baby?
I don't believe so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my RP Life. I'm your host, Juan. My beautiful Debbie, my co-host. Thank you, baby, for being here. I love you with all my heart, baby. If you're new here, so you're listening to this on Anchor, please follow me on Anchor. Follow me on Twitter at MyRPLife. You can also join my Facebook group, My RP Life Family and Friends. It's ran by my beautiful Debbie, my co-host in My RP Life. I love you, baby. And check me out on YouTube. You can check out that last video I did talking about my heart. My RP Life on YouTube. Please subscribe. I deeply appreciate all the love and support from everyone around the world, whether you're blind or visually impaired, sighted, or any other type of conditions you got. And if you want to be interviewed on my podcast, where I put both of these audios on both platforms. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Check me out on Anchor. I'm up there too. I mean, my bad. I was gonna say my bad, baby. Okay, so I was gonna say Clubhouse. Okay, club to the house.
Listen, Juan, you gotta get it straight. It's this Bobby. For those of you who don't know who I am, yeah, okay, hold on. Delete. This Bobby Smurf. For those of you who don't know who I be, you can check me out on all the platforms. That's how you're supposed to say it, Juan. Anyways, hold up.
Okay, so, and don't forget, this is brought to you by Depends.
No, you're not, Grandpa.
Why not? I wear Depends. My son.
Okay, Grandpa, we can't mention them because we don't get no money for them, from them, and we're not paying them.
Okay, so mira, listen, this Grandpa Jose, so if you don't know, okay, we not brought to you by Depends, we not sponsored by Depends, but it depends if you wear it or not, okay? If you're 18 years old, you better wear it because it depends you do kaki or no kaki, okay? Or pee-pee. Anyway.
Hold on, that's Grandpa. Grandpa, it's Deborah. What's going on over here?
Hold on a minute. Hey, is that Deborah?
Hey, Grandpa, what's going on? You don't call me no more. You don't send me your social security check. What's going on?
Listen, lady, I told you I sent you $59.95 on PayPal, okay?
So you want the numbers right? Because I don't think you did.
Listen, I gotta pay for Viagra, my Pamper, all of that shit. Oh, I'm sorry, Bon. I didn't mean to curse it. It's all right, Grandpa. Don't worry about it. You always take over the show.
Deborah, go somewhere. They can't be bothered. Okay, let's end this right now before these people get totally out of hand.
Man, so listen, why not being sponsored, okay? But it would be nice, okay? He is not a customer. It's just me, Grandpa Jose, who is a customer. Okay, so check him out on all the platforms. Merry Christmas. Grandpa, get away from my microphone. All right, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Lonely now, I'll give up everything. Daunting though, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that it's so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.